Welcome back, everybody. I've eaten now, so let's continue. I did a trader run. I did a bit of tidying and then a trader run. But we're pretty full of loot again. How surprising. Yeah. But we'll get an evening in. Hope everyone's okay out there in internet land. We need to find nails and code locks. That's our main problem now. But it's working. We're doing what we need to do to get the job done. We're just going to push down to base, drop off the stuff, and then go out nail and code lock hunting. And key hunting. And obviously if we find a player, we find a player. I'd like to get the airlock in today, if possible. It's, yeah. Hi there. Happy Sunday. It's okay. You know, it's server went live yesterday morning. I missed it because I was away doing things. But we've got a door up and I've got stuff in place. So yeah, it's going well, thank you. How are you? And happy Sunday. Always happy Sunday. Happy Sunday for me because I've got Monday off as well. So even happier Sunday. But yeah, completing objectives, and we'll be off nail hunting and code lock hunting. Fresh white is what you do. Thank you for the sub, massively appreciated. We need food already. How surprising. But we're not that far from base, and we've got a fridge with some food in. Not a lot, but we've got some. It's always good to get an extra. So when I'm working Saturdays or Sundays, I now book the Monday off work as leave, just so I still get some time off before I go back to work, so it still feels like a weekend. And it's nice because everything's done, so tomorrow I can just relax. I put some washing through in the morning, but apart from that, tomorrow will just be a day of relaxing. I've got a delivery coming in from Amazon, some clothing, but nothing major. And then back to work Tuesday, and it'll be a short week again. I actually used to work with a guy that didn't take leave normally. He took every Friday off in the year, basically. As near as damn it, every Friday off. He'd even work overtime on Monday to Thursdays when he ran out of Fridays he could take off, just to have the Friday. So he had a long weekend every weekend, and that worked really well for him. We got one code lock in so far, so we're good to get an airlock in tonight if possible. But I'll take one code lock. One code lock's better than no code locks. Ran out of nails. Right, what we got to jump off next? Locker. I'll use it there yet. It'll let me still use it, even though it's there. Let's hope so. If not, I'll need to get a screwdriver. Yes, that works. Good. That's that solved. And then another crate. Over there. Will work for that. We don't need it yet, but we've got it. Open that one up. Put some stuff put away. Right, now collectibles. They're to run to black market. That's first aid. Collectibles. Food. Black market. Food. Vehicle, but hey, that can be sold. Food. 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 Meds, I'll carry the tourniquet on me. That needs to go away. Sellable. Food. Spare ammo. Bloody game crashed. I lost my mags. Arrgh. That's annoying. Oh well, that's life. It's only pixels, isn't it? get to it because it's right up there. How annoying. Okay. We'll use that as a first aid then. Okay, so that's that done. If I get a screwdriver, we can remove that one, then we can stand on that one to get to there. That's fine. Let's eat and solve that problem. And then go out looting. Need some more M4 mags, but we can't buy. We can buy them from black market, but it's a long run just to get M4 mags. It's an emergency. Yeah, it really has lost them. Ah, it's just so annoying. Right then, what's next? That's fine, that's PvP. That's use SMG to kill AI. I've got a sleeping bag already, so that's not a problem. Travel to... I don't know where Zeleno is. So... Open only 10 locked rooms, yeah. And that, I need to find lots of items. I'm not giving away a code lock at the moment. So, we'll go off searching for code locks and nails then. So, we've done this a few times here. So, we'll push up to here, search this, and then up to here. Yeah, that might work quite well, actually. Go to here, because the blue tin is a good point to find stuff in. Hi, John. Yeah, the classic goblin base. Well, everybody knows me and Cookie and Chuckles for, isn't it? Fresh wipe, different base. Every wipe, we're going to move base. Because obviously I enjoy the challenge of a different base build. Oh, this might work well on here because of how it works. Yeah, we'll see. But we're going to put a You've been at work today, John, or how was... Are you going later, or how's your day been, all right? Sometimes that has stuff in. All I need is nails and code locks. Weapons, ammo, food, meds, water. AI to kill. Well, I need everything. Finished about an hour ago. Okay, mate. That's good. I bet it was warm. I bet it was more than a little warm. I bet kitchens are far easier in winter. Still warm, but just warm from the cooked kitchens. It's like when I go into the ISO containers at work, big metal boxes that we have stores in, and they've just been heating up in the sun all day, and we have to work in there getting stuff ready, and it's abysmal. You just open the door, walk in there, and just start pouring out sweat. But I'm not in there all day. I'm in there for an hour maybe. But they're hard going. Yeah. Yeah. That's a fair point. I've been asked to do a review of a hardcore survival server in a few weeks' time when it's finished, John. So I'll go and do a run, see how I get on with it, give the owners some feedback, potentially produce a video, which I will do. So if it's any good, it'll become a recommended for people like you that want somewhere a bit harder to play. And I'm sure it'll be pretty good. It's been a while since I've done a review of a server, so I'm always up for that. Discord just did strange, weird, wonderful things and made some strange noises. How many slots? 60. We'll carry it because we've got space to put it inside the locker. I'm pushed down. I'm picking up guns at the moment just because we can sell them. I've no interest in having a 12 gauge, but Northwest Airfield. Over the top. There's no point hitting the industrial up there. Never that good. Down to the farm. Right, we need a can of drink. That. And not that. And that. Only 7 rounds. Somehow I lost my mags. It's really annoying me. So that's why I'm carrying loose 5.56 and just 1 mag on the gap. You can't buy them from normal trader anymore, which is good, but it does mean that we're going to have to go to BM to buy them at some point, or find them in World. Blue greenhouse. No, I need industrial. Yeah. Bloody DayZ. High tier military. It's only 5.56, so it's mid tier. This is a server that has weapons bigger than 50 cal. But it's my go-to. It's my go-to normal run-around weapon. Is 223 5.56 with a reasonable scope, and I need 3 mags really. Yeah. But at the moment I need code locks and nails. Desperately. We've got the storage now. I found 1 box of nails this afternoon, which was amazing. There's a lot to be said for searching the no build zones, because you're never going to have a player's base there. So you'll either bump into players that are also searching, or freshies, which will give you an easier kill, even if they do have pistols with them. Why I've switched to semi-auto, not fully auto. There's movement. There we go. Right, we need to reload the mag. Yes, 100%. I'd expect no player to be that bad. I wish it was players. I'm sure this server makes me better at PvP, just because you have to get used to reacting really quickly, locating the enemy and shooting. Fuck, it's too far away. That's a base building airdrop. Oh, so annoying. Yeah. Forget that it's AI and they're easy to kill. The fact that you have to react, bang, locate, shoot is no different than when a player shoots at you. Mishkino is... Airdrop's there. I'm here. Yeah, majorly too far. We'll make our way back along the coast, back to base, load up the has to be run to BM, and do a BM run. Ooh, that's worth having. Need that for a quest. And a lot of other things to go with it. Right, we're going home. We're full of loot. I need more mags for these guns, so BM it is. Normal trader, sell all the rubbish, run to BM, sell all the BM collectibles, or just take collectibles. Yeah, we could just run BM with collectible run. Leave the other stuff for sale for a run, just a normal trader at a later date. I'll be fine. Locate my nearest black market. We got 2 of them. The last time I was ambushed by AI in BM, they had fouls. And they ripped me to shreds, but I won. Yeah, 2 black markets and 3 traders. 3 or 4 traders, something like that. But all the traders go to the same central hub, where the black markets, you're actually a proper black markets. Yeah. Yeah. I love it, though. I think it streams really well, because there's always stuff happening. I've got to check it, haven't you? Industrial buildings have to be checked. It's a law. We got a rucksack to put in the locker, which is good. Not the law, but the code. You tell me if I didn't check it. That's so annoying. And I bet when I get that side of the map, an airdrop one will drop in this side that I need. How's our footwear? 903 of 1,000. Okay, plenty. Now we'll soon be home. Drop this stuff off. Grab this stuff to sell to BM. Make sure we've got food, water, spare ammo. And get on it. And we do have a key to drop off. Is it for Northwest Airfield? Tier 2. I know where that is. Do that en route, you know. We could get some good gear out of that. That's probably better shout than doing BM, you know. Alright, let's go to the airfield then. We'll drop off everything first, though. We should get 5.56 or above assault rifles out of that and better armour. And the AI there are a little bit more punchy. Fully automatic 5.56. Last time I fell out with them. And they won. They hit me at night. I had NVGs on and they came from 2 different directions at once and obliterated me. I'll sort this off stream. Okay. So I do need some more 5.56. Do. Right, where's the RV? So we want to go, because it's that building there we'll be entering. So we are there. So I need to first of all hit about here. That should give me a reasonable line of sight. And then swing in and then back out to here and then home. Looks challenging. Take that with me. No. Take that one with me. Eat that one now. Carry that. And the 2 Twixes. Yeah, sounds good. Oh, we got a shotgun to drop off, haven't we? Do it. Means the night time. 14. Yeah, okay. Not yet. Ugh. Hi, Willie. How are you? cookie method of running right across open fields. No one suspects it, you see. We're off to do a key room, Willie, at the airfield. So we need some better tier armour. Yes, especially during the day. The last thing to suspect. Bound to get away with it. Ish. Still doable. I'm just thinking, do we go to Trader and repair all our clothing first? Nah, I'll be fine. I see you're thinking. And it is en route, isn't it? Yeah, it's not going to hurt us going there. And I've got the money to do it. Also allows us to see if there's any players inside Trader, which is quite useful, because then you know if they're out in the ground or not. And rather than repair that, I'll buy a different t-shirt. Because to repair it will cost more than buying a new t-shirt. But repair armour, it's basic. It's only 6B13. Third protection class, so tier 3 armour. It's not amazing. Yeah, but they only had pistols, mate. It should take a couple of 5.56 rounds before it obliterates me, so it's worth it. We'll do it. It's en route. We can repair the stuff we've got. I can drink water and fill up my water bottle. It makes sense. Costs money to repair everything as well. which is good. I like the fact that it uses up money. Sometimes there's a code lock in there. Money. Buy a new t-shirt. Top. What's it going to be under? Helmet, tactical headset, night vision bags, no. Hats, caps, tactical goggles, jackets. Do. Okay, mate. Get some repairs done. Need some new cargo pants. That needs repairing. That's fine. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care. They need repairing. Welcome back, John. We're repaired. And we've got a new pair of trousers on. In some strange cam. And a new top on with a stupid red line on it, but hey, that's life. It will soon ruin. It's me. Stay away from this town. I don't want to fight AI at the moment. I want to save my armor and ammo for the AI that matter. Let's see who's on. Thank you, John. 19 months. Amazing. Thank you. Massively appreciated. I can't believe I've been, 500 subs was 19 months ago. But we're still going up. I'm just not going up as rapidly. But the one that did it for me was the Lone video. We know that. I just need another video to do what Lone did, and I'll be on 2,000 subs. But even without making content now, just based upon where I am on the algorithm, I go up a sub every couple of days, which is really nice. We're probably, after I've moved, there is a chance that there's going to be something made that I can post out to people as a thank you for their memberships. So, but I have to move first because I need to buy a laser engraver, and I'm going to do some Looting Goblin key rings. Yeah, so it comes down to exposure, and that comes down to how many people view it, how many people comment, how many people like. If it does well, it will gain traction. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I know how the algorithm works, but I can't force it to work. It needs to get, in the first 24 hours, it needs to shed a ton of views, likes and comments, basically, for the algorithm to start pushing it. And it needs to be hyped. There's a hype feature in YouTube, and if you hype a video, it can be hyped up to 4 times, I believe. It'll expose me to an extra 10,000 people per hype. Doesn't cost anything. But those hypes make all the difference. Because you're in front of 10,000 more people, arguably about 1,000 of them will watch your video. And out of that, probably about 100 will potentially sub. it's that sort of world. Yeah, so I'm going to get a laser engraver, and I'm going to make some little wooden key rings that have Looting Goblin on them. And then for people that are members, that have been members for X amount of months, if they're happy for me to know their address, I'll post one to them. And that's what I think I'm going to offer long-term members. Though what I might do is put them onto, build a merc store, put them on there, and then long-term members will get a voucher that allows them then to order it for nothing, and I don't need to know their address. If that makes sort of sense. But yeah, I'm going to get a little laser engraver for doing pint glasses and wood. And make it relevant to Looting Goblin. Because that makes sense to me. Looting Goblin logo and something along the lines of if you've got a goblin in your sights, miss. Maybe a scope reticle picture looking just past goblin. Yeah, and that's but it won't be till after I've moved, John. No, and I agree. I would never expect anyone to give me an address when I'm live. Certainly not. But I think that that's what I'm going to offer people and post them out. I wanted something that people would keep, that wouldn't cost me the earth, let's be honest, but also would be a nice little thing to say to people. I mean, as you followed me at the beginning, so 19 months is about right now. So actually doing something as a yearly thing, once I get to the point of people that are still subbing for a year or more on the anniversary every year, or membership, sorry, on the membership renew, they get something that's branded out to them. Would be quite a nice thing to do. Though I'd have to make you a chopping board, wouldn't I, with Looting Goblin's image on it. Ugh, no one else went for that airdrop. That is so annoying. And then I could do things like, for the first year you get because it'll do glasses as well. First year could be the key ring. Second year could be, say, a whiskey glass with the logo on, or shot glass with the logo on. Third year could be a whiskey glass with the logo on, something like that. I want to give something back to the community. People that watch me, people that sub. Market room opened. So someone's key carded. I think so as well. Yeah. It's a little way of saying thank you, the people that spend the time and pay the money each month, of saying, here's something for your effort, and thank you, and I appreciate you. And if I have a merc shop, people that don't want to give me the address, whatever it would cost me to produce the item, I can give a voucher for the shop for that, and that'll be things like mouse mats and things like that. And it just, yeah, it's just sort of how my brain's starting to work on it. But that's for when I've moved and I've got everything in place. I don't want the standard stuff everyone else does, so it has to be things that are a little bit different. Maybe one of the dummy bullets with, because do the Baldric thing where there's a bullet with everyone's name on, so if I've got the bullet with my name on, I can't be shot. So give everybody a fake bullet with Looting Goblin engraved on it. That means he can't be shot. Yeah, that way of thinking, if that makes sense. And as I get more popular and get more subs, I need to offer more. So I do realise that. So when I start doing video content, it will go out to members first, then subs, and then general pop. So it'll drop to members only, because I can set it in the system. So it will drop to members only for, say, 2 weeks. Then it will go to all subs for 2 weeks, and then it will 2 weeks later it will then drop to everybody. So a way of members get access to stuff first. And maybe some live streams occasionally where we do member only streams. Right. Oh, I need to go to... Not that one, it's that building there, I think. Yeah, because that's the thing down there, down the road. Yeah. Ugh. Wash spread. Sounds awful. I shot a pack of wolves earlier, John. 10,000 per pelt. And the meat can be sold to the trader as well. 3 wolves, all their pelts and all their meat made me about 50 grand. Oh, where is it? There we go. Is it? Okay. But money's easy to make on here, but money's easy to spend on here as well. So, nearly 18,000 rep in 24 hours. Perfect. We'll be on 50,000 in no time. 100,000 I can buy boxes of nails. 200,000 I can buy code locks. Hopefully, if we carry on like this, we'll hit 50,000 by the weekend. Fingers crossed. Also, there's a chance, John, that I'm going to put up a... because obviously I've got the server, so once I've moved, I might put up the server until the end of the year, but make it members only. Change the password monthly and put it out to members only. I haven't decided fully yet. Because that way it just becomes something you guys can play without the general population in there. But I haven't fully worked that through in my head because it will take a couple of weeks to build it. But I don't want to be in a position where I'm having to give tech support all the time, if that makes sense. But I certainly will want to switch it to Badlands when Badlands comes out, because the mechanics in Badlands looks amazing. But I'll probably do a Badlands DLC giveaway. This field is the field with the Easter egg in. Sometimes there'll be a pipe in the middle of this field with smoke coming out of it. No, that's okay, Willie. I understand, mate. You don't have to, I don't expect anyone to be a member. I'm thankful that people are. I'm happy that you sub. I'm happy that you watch. Yes. Another one. Yeah, certainly let everybody know no tech support. 100%. We need to reload mag, but I need to do it when I'm clear. No, Willie, I never expect people to pay for membership. I understand, you know, life is difficult. But I have to be able to offer something to my people that do. I try and, I mean, I made membership as cheap as I can on purpose. I don't expect it. It might all go wrong. Told you it might go wrong. Broken leg. If I make it out of this, I'm lucky. Yeah. That's my guess. Yeah, but he was wearing that really good helmet, wasn't he? He's back. This is an epic fight now. I gotta wait for my knee to be better to extract. No scaffolding. He might come up. Better off being there, facing that way. I don't want to be blacked out when the server restarts or it'll kill me. I know, mate. I know. I know. But it will give me a chance to have a restroom stop, a comfort break as soon as the server restarts, because one needs one. Right, I'll be right back, guys, as soon as the server's back up. That would make sense, John. It really would. This has been a bit epic at the moment, though, isn't it? We're not used to this. An epic battle. I'm going to wait till about 2 minutes past and then exit out of the Eternity screen and load from scratch. And we've still got about 10 minutes to go before my leg heals. And then we need to try and get out of this one alive without stepping on a landmine. Joy, because that landmine will be back now. If it's a on restart landmine. So I need to go out the way I came in. So I'm going to go back to the main loading screen that you guys can't see, just so I don't get it exiting and dying on me when I try and load in all the time. I'm just waiting for the server to, it's showing as offline, so I'm waiting for it to come up. This might get cut into a short video though, just to advertise this server. Let's try joining. Oh dear. You really don't want to be doing these areas solo with low tier gear, do you? Yeah, that AI had tier 6 helmet on. The one that was a problem. Here we go again. Yeah, cheered for that, John. I'm hoping that the big tier one is triggered when you open the keycard room, and the other ones are just 556 ones. That's the perfect world. But we all know things don't always go according to the perfect world. Exactly. Okay, so it ejected me to here because I was in a keycard room area. And you can't log it out in a keycard room area. Okay. So when we get a chance, we're going that way. Yeah, I'll keep... My leg's still broken. I can't believe we're crawling out of the airfield. I know I need a bush to make a splint, but I don't think it's that desperate. Yeah. Don't even know if I've got anything I could... Yeah, we could turn that into rags. But... I'm not sure I want to. Because it's not that much longer until it repairs, are we? Yeah, but cutting my jacket up will give me less protection. And I can't guarantee I'll have enough rags. And I need to carry out the gear that we got. Unless we can move all of pants and... used up. Yeah, enough. I see you, Mr. Bush. Where's our nearest trader? Because we need meds, like, desperately. And not a black market one. Only 9 times 39. .9 to there, or 7.5 to there. In the scheme of things, we might as well go for... Where is it? We might as well go for that one. At least we got our mags we needed for our M4. I have a battery on me. Good. Because I might need it soon. I think that big AI was triggered when I opened the box. So it's a boss fight one. Whereas the other ones are just normal time banded. Still a win. The landmine saved me. There is that. I'm not dead. Yet. Yeah, it's not worth crawling around the outside. Less chance of an AI spawn in the middle of a field. I'm using this M4 as a sniper. The other M4 up close and personal. Or the other, whatever it is, that fires 5.56. I don't think you can climb, can you? Oh, you can. Okay, so the players are at biathlon. That's good to know. Yeah, I'll download it. Download it and turn it into a video. It makes sense to edit it down. Yeah, no, I will do, John. I'll on Tuesday this video will be available to me to download, so then I can download it and I can edit it, and then next weekend I'll upload it. It won't be all of this. It will be the opening the gate or opening the door, grabbing the loot, and then extracting, the firefight, the blanking out, the second attack, taking him out, right up to the restart, basically. And then at the end, something like tune in to my live episodes to see if I made it. Yeah? Thinking like a goblin again. There's loot in that. Maybe. Now I just need a code lock in there and a box of nails. But I'd make do with a tin of food. That'll do. Skittles. Yeah, that works. But I like going to a black screen with a tune into my live content to see if I made it, because people then have to watch a video. But I like your idea of ripping it down. That makes perfect sense. Because it'll be about with a bit of editing, it'll be about 5 minutes long. And if I do a second one that's a minute long, I can do that as a short. So I could have a short that's a minute long. I could do a video that's 5 minutes long that sends people back in this direction. Shorts don't... The trouble is, any subs that you get through shorts don't count towards your proper sub count unless you get 1 million of them. So... And I can't earn any advertising revenue off shorts unless I've got lots of views on shorts, whereas 100 views makes me, on a live, when I'm live, 100 views makes me £1, roughly. So in the last 2 hours this has earned me, I've had 38 views, about 40 pence. But as it continues to get views, I continue to make money. Yeah. And that's one of the things I need to be doing better. I need to get better at it. Which is why when I move... Oh, we can move again. Which is why when I move, will be a lot more proper content being done. So I've got to learn how to edit and make it. Oh, 100%, John. It's not a lot of money, but it's something I enjoy, as you say. So, my aim is 5,000 subs by the time I retire. Because that will bring me in around an average of £500 a month. So it becomes an additional pension. And that's how I see it. So I'll have my pension now. I'll have the state pension. I'll have a very small army pension. I'll have stuff coming in from YouTube. And that's and stuff coming in from cadets. So I'll have a few income streams to give myself a better quality of life. A private pension. Yes. And that's what I make. That's what it's all. That's why I started streaming on YouTube and gave up on Twitch and Kick. I gave up on Twitch, went to Kick. Wasn't for me. Came to here because long term, I understood getting to 1,000 subs was going to be really hard going, and it was. If it hadn't been for that loan video, I would have just done it now. But that loan video is what got me there. But once that 1,000 subs... No, I'd have been on 950 subs now if it hadn't been for the loan video. So I would have done it this year. Roughly, my 1,000 subs. Which is about right, because at that level I was growing 250 subs a year on average. The loan video pushed me right over the mark, which was brilliant and made me some good money. And still does. I'm still getting 150 views a day on that video. Yeah. The only downside is when I download it, it downloads it as HD, not 4K. So when I move and I've got more bandwidth, I'll be able to stream and record it at 4K at the same time, which is really important to me, because then I can edit these at the end of a wipe. I can edit what I've streamed into a hour-long video, which is why I've made my home on Eternity, because then I can just do it always on here and make my content on here, because we get epic things like that happening, which you don't expect, do you? Like, we might not even need to go to Trader. We might be able to go straight for home. It's not like Trader's going to be able to patch me up anything. Yeah, and that's the idea. Is I'll record everything I stream. It will then record it at 4K. Whereas now it just won't. I don't have the bandwidth for it. I only have enough bandwidth to stream at 4K, not to also record it. It's good. I like it, and that's why I'm loving this server. It's, even though I'm not bumping into players every 10 minutes, I'm still getting a hard fight. It's a challenge. This is AI done right. And they've done it really well on here. I say it time and time again. It's made it a very playable server that you can play solo or in a team. I've also got lifetime VIP on here. So should they ever do get popular, I'll queue jump. So it's not a monthly subscription. I paid a one-off fee to get it forever. So it makes sense for me to be permanently on here. And I'm probably, because they do a feature where you can have an item of food renamed after you, and they can make it jokey, and they can put graphics on it. So I'm going to request something like, and you pay for it, but then it stays on the server forever. I'm going to request something like one of the tins of food is changed into made with Goblin's earwax in the list of ingredients. You should, John. You really should. I think you'd enjoy it. You know, Willie plays PvE servers, but he gave it a go. I think you'd enjoy the experience on here, and you've got an EU server and a US one. I mean, I'm playing the US because of Chuckles, but you could play the EU one. They are good fun. But you have to be prepared to go to black market. Hello, mate. How are you? We've just had an epic battle with an AI boss at Northwest Airfield, and we're extracting. But yeah, John, I really think you should give it a go. It's a good server. Weekend raiding, so that's nice. Lots of loot, keep you happy, John. Easy to make money. Getting code locks and nails is hard work, but you do get one code lock and one box of nails as one of the starter quests, so you can get a door down somewhere. And 120 missions or quests, you know. I've only got these picked up until I get more rep. I'm good, thank you. I am now. I wasn't good 20 minutes ago. I was lying inside Northwest Airfield with a broken leg with a god tier AI stalking me. Yeah, they wiped yesterday morning. And it's a big upgrade. Massive changes. And they've introduced a US server as well now. Their change log was about 200 lines long of what they did for this wipe. It's not. It's a fun server, isn't it? It is a fun server. It's hard enough. It's not... Okay, it's not survival. But you still need to eat and drink. The AI can be annoying. The quests are awesome. And it's not all just go here, kill. It's do various things. And as you get more rep, you get access to more quests. You can't buy your way to victory easily. Now they've moved most of the big tier guns all into black market. So you can't buy them from normal trader, which is nice. So there's more of a risk going after the big gear. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I think I'm a better PvP player because I play this server. Because I'm used to reacting quickly to AI and dealing with them. I still take stupid risks, though, going across fields. Yeah, exactly. And if you kill someone and you've picked up the quest, that's worth having. Okay, John. I think what I quite like is when you get into a firefight, sometimes you know it's AI. But sometimes the way the AI open doors and peek round corners and push or retreat, it makes you think, are they AI? When you hear a gunfight going down, if you haven't looked at the map to see how many players are on, you have no way of knowing whether that's real or fake. But we're going to go straight for base this time, I think. Yes. Yeah. Because everything we've got on us is really for either for storing or for BM. Then we need to drop this stuff off, grab all the stuff to sell to normal trader, do a normal trader run, and buy a shed load of 5.56. And a replacement jacket, because I had to use mine up to make it into a splint to keep me alive. But I've sort of adopted the server now as my permanent home, so... yeah, I'm very impressed with it. I have everything I need to build in safe zone now, so need to find my home. I know what building I want, just unsure location as of yet. So what I'm doing is every wipe I'm moving my location, so I get a different challenge. So you'll see the base in a second. And I don't mind people seeing it, yeah. Now they've got two servers. I'm playing the US server, so if you're playing, I'm guessing the EU one, because there's no kills yet on the US one. Though that was only fixed today, so yeah. So I don't have a problem with people knowing where I live. I'm a streamer. I have to live with the fact that people all know where I live. And that works quite nicely because it means that people that don't want to stream snipe me, because I count you all as friends, can play the other server that's identical. And with long wipes as well, because I can't play all the time anymore. So long wipes works really well for me. You know, I can play, best case, four nights a week, best case. But often it's 1, 2. Yeah. As I said, I haven't been on EU, so I don't know how their numbers are. US, obviously at this time, US could be about and on, but it'll get more popular. Yeah. Another reason I like the server. You know, during the week, I'm not going to get raided when I'm not on. If I do get raided on the weekend, I've got a few days to rebuild and do things without being hit again. And then when Chuckles is about, which is probably once a week, I get to game with Chuckles if I'm lucky. He'll join me on here, and when it's not so hot in the UK, Lego will join. It's just too warm in Lego's office to game. And Lego's relatively new to DayZ, so this will work for him quite well. He gets to loot, gets to base build, gets to experience a firefight with AI, which is nice, but not predictable AI. You know, I've got tomorrow booked as holiday, so I'll be on most of tomorrow, probably. But then Tuesday I'm working, Wednesday I'm working, Thursday I'm working. So I won't be on again until Friday. There'll be no point streaming next Sunday because I'm guessing that'll be will next Sunday be the final, or the following Sunday for the football? I don't do football really, but it doesn't matter who's in the final. People that love football will watch it, and if England get to the final, I need to watch it. Yeah, I'm no different, mate. Yeah, Sunday the final. Yeah. So I watched the last 45 minutes of yesterday's game, or this morning's game, whenever it finished. Because I sort of finished gaming. I streamed for a while then I finished streaming and just gamed for an hour with Chuckles, and then came off at midnight, and then turned on the telly and went, oh, I think I should watch this now. There's a chance we might win. I'm not a football supporter, but I will watch football if England are looking like they might do something. Yeah, there you go. So I put my... I would have been in the mess at work. So I was training yesterday, and we had a barbecue last night offered to us, and obviously a cheap bar with the football on, and I would have watched it there, but I put my back out last week. Welcome back, John. So I did the day's training, and then I went home last night because sleeping on an army bed was not a good idea. And I'm taking so much ibuprofen at the moment, I can't really drink. So I made the choice instead to come home and get a good night's sleep-ish on a good bed. I love that. John still wants revenge. Right, John, you'll be happy. We're back to the classic Goblin base, just in a different location. And then we need to go... Well, we're going to go trader, aren't we? And buy a shed load of 5.56. Because we need it. And splints. I think John should. I think John will enjoy it. I really think John would enjoy this server. Playing this to start with was what sparked my interest again to have a server. Just because... Not this... the use of AI on a server. But I could never make them work as well as these guys have. Yeah. Nah, meds is not so important. The little orange ones, but splints. Tactical splints are important. As we've learned. Landmines that randomly spawn. It works well, doesn't it? Right, let's drop off some weapons. Haha! Love it. Drop off some weapons. I'll take that one out. Move my M4 to there. And some armour. A helmet. Okay. Drop off everything we don't need. And then we'll come back and grab the stuff that we can sell to trader. As I said, I'll sort this lot out. at a later date. So, sell, 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 sell. That one. That's all trader. Right, I'm out as I need to be up at 4:30. Have a good evening, John and Goblin. Thanks for being here. It's appreciated, mate. Have a good sleep. Right, we can sell the shotgun and the UMP. Now we need to drink and eat before we go. Crisps knock you for 6 on your old usually flip. Right then, keep those for emergency. Yeah, we're out of ammo, aren't we, for our good gap. Take that off there, put that there, that there. Right, trader, here we come. That needs to be put in over here. Nothing else I can sell, normal trader here. No. Yeah, it's because of it's the food. You eat the wrong food on this server. You need to offset it quickly. So things that are salty in real life are really salty on here. Yeah, so which gives an element of survival to it. And we're not really searching houses, we're just doing shit, yeah? I should be off looting and looking for stuff. But we've been doing keys. I think you'd love the server, John. I really think you'd enjoy the experience. I think you'd put a little base up somewhere. And enjoy it. The building mechanic is different. It's base building plus. You need the items in your inventory and the book in your hand. And obviously you can stack logs in massive piles and they're really small. We need ammo, we need meds, we need a screwdriver. And food. We need food for the base. And water bottles. But the server does favour, it does make you better at shooting. Just that very nature of the AI. And if you go and do stupid things like I just did, you know what you're walking into. As I said, the nights won't be that dark. They're not dark on here anymore. They're dimpsy dark. You know, you can see shapes of things. If you're in the trees, you might have a problem without MVGs. But... And keys you have to find on the ground or in buildings or sometimes on zombies. I've had one box of nails off an AI once, which was quite nice. We need to farm some zombie zones for keys, certainly. Because keys are where the action is, isn't it? And what are we up to now? What's our... It's only tier 3 still. It's only halfway up the tier list. And I only ran with tier 4 last wipe. But I didn't meet an AI boss like that last wipe. In the labs, if you get into the labs on here, that's where the hardest AI live, is in the labs. And that's the extraction points to get to the labs are around the outside of the airfield. And you need a swipe card to open them. That'll get you in. And then you need to have a key to open up a room inside that has a hacked crate that you have to hold down for 15 minutes. And then you can get the epic loot, which is the one tappers. And the same at Tissy. And there's meant to be really hard AI at Tissy as well, guarding Tissy. Willie, I'm glad, Willie. I'm glad you do. I think the server's amazing. I think it's... But I'm a... You know... This is the sort of server, if I could write the server this well, this is what I'd have. Something like this is what I'd like to have if I had the team to help me do it. These guys make a good server. And it deserves to have more players. But maybe not for a while. There's lots to do. You like the loot on here, don't you, Willie? That's what you were saying yesterday. You like how they do loot on here. I need a new jacket. That'll do. I need ammo. Reload the mags I've got. Now we need meds and food. That's better. Let's get that home. Oh, any more missions to pick up? No, I've got all of those. Check. Yeah. Yeah, MVG's on. Even if we do get tunnel vision. It's alright, just, isn't it? Depending on the terrain. As long as we can make it home before it gets dark, we'll be okay. I didn't get a screwdriver, but that's life. I do need one. When I get back to base, guys, I'm going to log. I can finish the stream, and I'll tidy the base off stream. But I will be back on tomorrow. Probably early. Try and pick up some US traffic. Depending on what time I wake up. I've turned my alarm off for tomorrow because I've got the day of leave. Thank you, John. That's appreciated. And I will be on tomorrow evening as well, guys. For sure. During the day, we'll see how I feel. I've got an Amazon delivery coming in with some walking clothing. So... But thank you for watching, guys. I will catch you all again soon. Remember, if you've got a goblin in your sights, miss.